Welcome back, everyone. Over 13 billion naira, that is worth a huge dollar haul discovered in a luxury apartment in Ikoyi area of Lagos. That's what it amounts to. The federal government says its whistleblower policy is working wonders. But how true? Mr. Akin Oshuntokunwe, former presidential advisor, joins us now in our Lagos studio, and Mr. Ayo Oyalo, a social commentator, also joins us in our Lagos studio. Of course, Mr. George Ubo, a private investigator, has been talking to us from our Abuja studio. Let me quickly come to Lagos now, so that there will be some intervention from here. As it looks now, Mr. Oshuntokunwe, there seems to be some, if NIA says or reports that NIA says they are the owners of the money, there's a state governor who says we own the money. Different reports. What do you make about the recent development that we've seen on this whistleblower policy? Is it good? Is it bad?
Of course it's good. I mean, it's yielding dividends with regards to this particular instance. The complication that are setting is the claim by the NIA, that's the Nigeria Intelligence Agency. It looks implausible, the claim they are making. Because if it is owned by the NIA, that means effectively that location is an NIA office. And the EFCC cannot violate the office of NIA. Just like that. So this is the complication that are setting. This is the most really consequential aspect of it. I don't know what the truth is, but it will be quite a scandalous affair if at the end of the day it is discovered that what the NIA is saying is not correct. But you look at it this way. Two agencies of government. It is impossible that NIA will have a premises, covertly or overtly, in which it operates. And the EFCC just didn't go there like that. It will have cased the place for a few days. It will have been able to establish the fact that that location belongs to NIA.
Are you impressed with the operations of the EFCC on this, some of these issues?
Not that. See, the EFCC,
some people even doubt that they found those monies in Kaduna. Some people are saying that how on earth are you going to say you found money? And up till now, we do not know the owners or the tenants of those places.
Why would the EFCC lie against itself? I believe they found the money. The circumstances is what is. The EFCC now is, in this specific instance, is appearing a little bit impotent, in which case it cannot come forward authoritatively to say what it knows. The EFCC obviously, I believe, is a perfect picture of the whole issue. And it is unable, for one reason or the other, it is unable to come forth to speak.
You think there's a cover-up somehow?
Well, that is what it looks like. And in any case, the interjection of the NIA, as I said, is the most unfortunate. And of course, against the background of the platform of anti-corruption that President Buhari came in. You remember the former Prime Minister of Britain, Cameron, referring to Nigeria as fabulously corrupt, or fantastically corrupt. And of course, the President was there, and there was a lot of... But even now, there is the impression that the anti-corruption fight, and much of what the government is doing is unraveling. That is the dangerous part, that the government is losing control. Especially when you, against the background of the fact of the conflict between the EFCC and the DSS and the Senate. The EFCC and the DSS are answerable to the President. The President nominates a chairman for EFCC. And the DSS goes to the Senate twice to say that that person that the President has nominated is not fit for that office. Now you are having a situation in which EFCC, in the course of its operation, has come up with something. And another government agency is now coming in. if what the NIA says is true, the EFCC should have no problem at all corroborating what they have said. But they have not said anything so far. NIA cannot speak for EFCC. If NIA is making claim and the EFCC believes it to be true.
About 5 days on now.
Exactly.
About 5 days on now, we've not heard the presidency speak about it. Shouldn't the presidency have spoken about it?
Yes, they should. But that is the danger. That it seems as if the presidency is losing control.
Okay, let me quickly come to Mr. Oyalo. You have worked in the banking sector before, and some of this cash, so for somebody who has never earned more than 100,000 naira per month, we look at this and say, these guys are devilish to have been keeping this amount of money. Can we have this sort of money out of the banking system and have them stashed and stocked up in shops? Is it practically possible?
Well, you don't have to ask the question. We're already seeing the monies everywhere, so it's already possible. And the only thing that is funny is that the former president said this kind of big money belongs to America, dollars, and then they should know. So I'm wondering why America does not know that this kind of monies are somewhere in Nigeria. But jokes apart, what we are witnessing right now is a pointer to the fact on how Nigeria has been run in the past. I mean, NIA came in to say the money belonged to them. They took it in 2013 or 14. According to them, yes.
Their reports. We've not even seen an official publication.
That the money was given to them, and unfortunately, it was for some covert operation in court. Now, nobody knows exactly the issue here, but the problem here is that, if you remember, this huge cash bust started with Andrew Yakubu, who claimed that his own was a gift. $9.8 million was a gift. Now you begin to ask yourself, what did he give out that they are giving such gift? So it tells you the kind of problem we've had in the past. So many things. So the whistleblowing policy.
You can't get that kind of gift if you're a nice person.
Well, you remember that.
A marriage gift.
Do you remember the former minister? The former minister of petroleum, the man in I forgot the name now. This. That was fired by Babangida then, that he collected a wristwatch and he drank tea. His name just went off my mind now, in my head now.
Tam David West.
Tam David West. Yeah. That was all he got, a wristwatch, and he had tea with some white guys, and that was an offense. But somebody got $9.8 million and he stashed it in an uncompleted building. Well, it's already in court.
Yeah.
He was actually locked up, and then the court has given him bail for the case to continue. Now, it tells you the kind of rubbish that has gone on in the past. People just running around without control, wasting and stealing Nigeria's money, all in the name of politics. I mean, how on earth do you explain keeping this kind of monies in the house when you have a bank?